Alright, we're moving on. We're going to try to get a couple more levels in. At least in this video set. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, what kind of build do I want to do for this one? What kind of build? So I haven't done Robo yet. Or really Colossi Robo.
More minerals required.
So we'll go ahead and see about that. One thing I can say though is I'm not gonna have access to my expo super fast.
The world of Viridia was once a jewel in the Dominion's crown. Today that jewel has
so I'm not gonna have access to the gas, which is pretty useful for any sort of robo-based build.
Two commanders whose workers must
We are going up against Zerg,
Let's join the mission already.
so I'm gonna have to get Adepts or Scouts.
Experts say lava surges occur.
Yeah, I want to try to do as many builds as possible while I'm doing this. I gotta tell you, it's gonna get pretty boring if I do carriers every single mission, regardless of how powerful they are. I can't do it. I will not allow myself to just do carriers the entire time. It would just be way too boring. I don't think anybody would want to watch me do carriers every single time. No, again, they're powerful, but so are his Adepts. His Adepts are actually really awesome. I mean, again, I'm gonna have to look into it, but they might be some of the highest DPS with their shades, especially against light units. So I don't know how many light air there are besides, of course, Zerg commanders.
Like
I think Wraiths are, but do you go against?
For Viridia's sake,
No, sure, I believe it's a percentage, but I still think it's a pretty good percentage, considering that they have them and they don't really go away. Anyways.
It will take more than time to heal this planet's wounds.
Ah, now it will do.
We cannot warp there.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go for Colossi. Colossi and Adepts. So I need to wait for my Cyber.
This report from Terry, our seismologist, who says seismic activity is increasing. That means lava.
Yeah,
and it's
and like I said, I want to do it.
We're about to have company. Enemy forces are gunning for us.
I'm getting a report that the lava is surging right now. Let's switch to Lava Cam 6. We're 4 minutes away from the planet's destruction. Keep watching UNN for constant coverage.
Alright.
As quickly as it surges, the lava recedes. Now it's up to the workers to reach those new crystal formations in time.
The firstborn shall.
Our upgrade has finished.
Most of these upgrades so fast.
Let your will be.
I'm a dragoon once more.
We serve.
Let's go ahead over here.
Give us.
That's one hell of a healing device.
Persevere.
Alright. Well, thanks, Armor23. Thanks so much for the follow. Glad everyone's enjoying the stream. I do it for you guys. And I do mean that. I know it sounded bad. But I actually do mean it. You guys are the reason why I get to do this.
Glory to the Daylong.
We've got an enemy attack en route to our base.
Our seismologist believes the coming lava
I like it,
surge
Lilypad.
is breaching the mantle. Terry, this is boring science. stop us. Another lava surge has come. We'll have more after this show is fully responsible.
Join me in glorious battle.
Eyes up. All right.
Oh, thank you.
I like to think the lava
So it definitely looks like a ground comp.
Terry says that's unscientific.
So I've got a little bit of time before I have to make
Don't listen
anything.
to Terry. Breaking news. The enemy forces are attempting to stop the commander's workers. We'll have more as the situation develops.
So I should be able to do Colossi pretty easily on this one. What's going on from Sweden? How you doing? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm really bad at that. And I would hate to butcher your name. But thanks so much for coming out. I'm going to say it again. You guys are all awesome. Make sure to get that. Breakfast with the StarCraft. How could you go wrong, right?
I hunger for battle. Our
Seems like we
allies
could
are
use a
engaged
defensive
in
So
battle.
let's go ahead and do this.
Glory to the Daylong.
We need to make a Colossi.
Insufficient minerals. What would you? Ready our defenses. Our foes are on the march. Our enemies will burn. Will made manifest. Upgrade complete. Come, brothers.
Time to play defense.
Glorious battle. Research complete.
Okay, don't need that
Glory to
anymore.
the Daylong.
Don't need that anymore. Let's go right there and there.
A jolt of seismic activity rocks the surface of Meridia
there.
Prime. The lava won't be too far behind. The lava has arrived once more.
Okay, I need some more of this. This one. This one.
Our allies are engaged in battle. At your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base. Upgrade complete.
Alright, Warbringer.
Breaking
Those enemy
news.
units clip
A
off of the
molten
town.
salamander, the locals call Molten Sal, has been drawn to the scene. It could create unimaginable chaos. It looks like the surge is over for now. But when the burning tides rise again, we'll be there.
Our upgrade has insufficient energy. We require our upgrade.
Close.
The firstborn shall persevere.
What would you
I will never watch the A move. No, I'm just kidding. That's ridiculous. God, I swear I put that on a control group every time. I'm gonna go clear out over here.
Our allies are engaged in battle. What would you ask of me? As you deploying onto the front line.
The firstborn shall persevere.
The telltale rumbling.
Well, it's important that you know exactly when I switch forms, right?
We'll be seeing a lava surge soon, and a big one.
Yeah, I should probably make a couple of units.
The The stabilizer has reached the halfway point, but it's still too early for celebration.
Everyone needs to know when I switch
Salamander
forms.
has resurfaced. If the commanders are going to do something, now just might be the time.
So he's got a green energy thing that he shoots out.
The lava surge is ending.
Oh wait,
viewers,
okay, I need to
but
get...
stay with us.
There we got it, okay.
I'm sure there's a lot more excitement.
It's like, I'm not going to get caught out this time without any sort of
Our
observer.
supply is constrained. We cannot.
Glory to the Daylong.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Hierarch. Without
There.
hesitation. I shall receive this battle from above.
Upgrade complete.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Yeah, I think I just need to make a bunch more gateways.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
I mean, honestly, it all comes down to your gas anyways, for pretty much everything except for
They're
making
headed our way.
Legionnaires.
Glory to the Daylong.
Okay, they're coming off the ground.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Troops are under attack. The enemy has deployed.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Yeah, I guess I'll make one more defense.
Intaro Adu. Your command.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
As you will.
I guess I'll leave it here.
It only signals one thing. Another lava surge is coming soon. The lava surge is back, viewers. Let's watch as the low ground is engulfed in molten rocket fire.
Glory to the Daylong. The firstborn.
The salamander has resurfaced.
So,
Finally,
eventually you really don't have to worry too much at all about spamming, or not spamming, I never spam anything except for like certain
Cannot walk
spells.
there.
Your sentry ability to defend, but it's always helpful. I mean, I'm never going to say it's a bad thing to make sure that she can lose it.
looks like the lava has fully receded. Can the commander's workers make up for the lost time?
Our supply is constrained.
Shall persevere.
It happened at the exact same time he told me, or like 2 seconds after he told me.
Activating
Our
defensive
allies are
drone.
engaged in battle.
Speak, and you will.
We must construct additional pylons.
Where's
Glory
all the
to the
forces?
Daylong.
Oh, were those the ones who were supposed to defend this? That's so funny.
Our allies are engaged in
I
battle.
honestly don't even want to get rid of the Arbiter, because it's getting me cloaked.
So the enemy seeks to attack our base. They will regret it.
Our supply is constrained. We cannot warp there.
More lava? Coming soon? I don't believe you. Admit it. You're desperate for attention, Harry.
And the only reason I did that is so that I can teleport over there if I
The
need to,
stabilizer
or if I want
is
to.
fully charged. Can they make it? I'll be here. Here's the lava. Watch the low ground, viewers. That's where the action is.
Hostile sight.
While molten sand is no more, its contributions to this fair city will never forgotten.
Let's
The lava has receded once more, leaving both crystals and destruction in its wake.
Engage the enemy.
Oh, I never got that. Oh my god.
Speak.
Like, my army feels a little weak. What's going on? I really like Adepts. They're such good units.
shall persevere.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Shall impede me. I am the blade of Artanis.
The enemy is attacking our probes. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Now back to it.
None shall impede me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I am the blade of Artanis.
Our probes are under attack.
I hunger for battle.
This poor- that's so funny.
What would you ask? Intaro Adu. Your
Alright, that should be the last one right there.
without hesitation. Hierarch.
So not to say I can't carry noobs. I got a strong back. But it's going to be nice to be able to have a partner so I can get through these levels just a little faster.
Prepare for battle.
But I'm not stopping until I hit the right level. Not stopping until I hit level 15, so... And then I might as well do the Mutator, right? Actually, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Was plundering Viridia's natural resources worth it?
Alright. Well, again, I'm going to say thank you to everybody. Make sure you hit that follow button. Alright, let's get right into it. %15 energy regen?
More minerals required.
Okay, so I think I want to do, for this one... God, what do I
Insufficient
want to do?
minerals.
I kind of want to do carriers because I haven't got to try the new carrier out. I got to try the new hero
Hi, Commanders. I thought everyone had forgotten about me out here.
Colossi, which I thought was
Hallucinations are the
okay.
only visitors I've had. I guess
Not
that's
horrible, not the
kerosene
best.
For you. Speaking of, someone has been destroying my
So I think I want to do
bots.
carriers
Could you
here,
provide an escort for them?
and then I'll just do a bunch of static defense as well.
We must
Again, I'm going to
construct
have the
additional
extra
pylons.
minerals. Basically, multiplayer build.
There are not enough minerals.
Pylon. Gateway Assimilator. I am level 9. Yeah, like I said, and that's why I kind of want to do carriers at this moment, because I know I'm going to get some pretty cool stuff for my disruptors, and mostly disruptors. Next level, so I want to try to get some stuff done with my carriers now. Oh yeah, no, that's going to be super fun. Yeah, 10 is just disruptor stuff. Yeah, to be able to build any building you want with just gas, I mean just minerals, that's going to be pretty amazing. I am super excited for such things. So I'm thinking that honestly I should start rushing out my first zealot
Insufficient minerals.
or legionnaire.
More minerals required.
And so is
We've
it
got an enemy
gas
attack en
removal
route to our
and
base.
tech requirement removal as well?
This warrior awakens.
Okay, got it. Wow, they got split up. Well, that's really good then.
Our upgrade has finished.
Caldalis, ready your blades.
Yeah, I know you still need it for
Looks like a geyser's
all
about
of the
to become
units, but you don't need it
active.
for the
One of my
actual
bots will depart for it
buildings.
shortly.
No, I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna get that.
Reds or armor.
Wonders of modern technology.
Right dragon. Operational.
There are not enough minerals.
There should be zoom.
Insufficient minerals. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Okay, I'm sending a bot to collect the geysers terrazine. Don't.
So I basically
Let it
just
get
built this
destroyed.
for A, the observer, and B, just to be able to use my extra gas, or extra minerals. Start making those now.
What's this? Enemy forces en route to my bots? It's just like Belshir said.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job on the rocks. I think Calderis does a little bit more. Let's see. Calderis is 18.08. So that's
Upgrade complete.
35-ish.
A successful
That's 35-ish a
terrazine harvest.
second.
Now that bot just has
Yeah, I
to
think
make it home
Calderis does a little
safely.
bit more damage to the rocks, to be honest. Because they remove the armor from the rocks. Yeah, I think Calderis actually does a little bit more damage to the rocks. Not like a crazy amount more, but he does do more.
Hey, great job, commanders. My bots are safe and sound. Do you do this sort of thing often?
I am the
Belshir says that some more geysers are opening up.
So,
Don't
gameplay
worry,
difficulty
if you can't
compared to
hear her, she only
others.
talks to me.
So honestly,
hesitation.
if you can macro, you do not have to worry about anything specific, right? If you know how to macro, you're going to be fine no matter what you do.
Your command.
And honestly, after you hit level 5, or even before that, you can go carriers from the beginning. There's nothing that's stopping you from doing carriers from the beginning. So if you just want like an A-move army, just go carriers. And you'll basically be able to solo most everything. Fenix is more than enough to kind of get you through the first couple waves, right?
Our allies
And then
are
after you hit
engaged in
that
battle.
point, it's just a matter of
Our upgrade has
having some
finished.
units to back up Fenix, right?
There go the bots.
If you're good at micro,
Grow up
he's
so
really
fast.
powerful.
Daddy
Probably one of the
loves
most
you.
powerful commanders in terms of the hero unit. But it's very, very hit and miss. Like, this is the most powerful form of his armor, right?
Oh, that's just great.
Everything
Yeah, he's
else
moving
is
toward my bots.
okay.
I knew I should have put more
The
turrets on
other
those
one
things.
does have the ability to...
We require additional
this one has a good anti-ground, and then this one is just a cool little suit that makes it so
Our
you
research is
do...
complete.
You can cloak units. It's basically your spell caster if you had to pick a spell caster, you know what I mean? I already got that, okay. And I just need a couple more you. Again, I'm going to go 4 Stargates until I hit all of my upgrades.
Upgrade
And then
complete.
from that
Our
point
allies
forward,
are engaged
I'm
in
going to go
battle.
ahead and make sure I get at least 5. Now, I probably could have got here a little faster, but again, I'm not super worried,
And the race
like,
is
at
on.
all.
Which bot will make it back to me first? My money's on Gary. He'll always gets the best oil.
Carriers do take a little time to come out, though, so you do have to wait for that.
We're about to have company. Enemy forces are gunning for
And
us.
then the Mojo, which is the hero scout, is really powerful too.
Whew! My bots have returned. Looks like I won the bet this time, Belshear. I think I have a little less than half the terrazine I need. I guess I'll be sending out more bots.
I'm kind of excited to see the hero carrier, because it's got a lot of attacks. It's got the interdictators, interceptors, and the solar beacons.
That can only mean one thing. More geysers!
Not enough, Vespine.
Oh, what? They're siphoning the terrazine from Belshear's fauna. Commanders, try to
But for
free it
some
if you
reason, this
can.
one doesn't get.
The Belshear glider's terrazine won't last forever. If you want to save it, you'll have to do it before it's
Yeah, it does.
completely
It does load them a little slower. Or load them out a little
Defense drone
slower.
initiated.
For some reason, the hero carrier doesn't get the. What the hell is it called? Not remember. But it's the ability that makes it so that the interceptors come out even faster. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the rest of my upgrades here to get started. Graviton Catapult. Thank you so much, Hyperion.
Sending out the best of my bots. Best of what's left, anyway.
More Vespine
Enemies
is
are headed for my
required.
bots! What a bunch of jerks. Hey, did you happen to save any of the extracted terrazine? No? Okay, well, that's okay.
Activating defensive drone.
The Firstborn have engaged the enemy.
The arbiters fly here.
Our upgrade has finished.
Bringing a defensive
The
drone
Firstborn
online.
have engaged the enemy.
I am the blade of our hand.
The Firstborn have engaged.
Enemy forces have converged on my bots! Everybody get in there!
Our allies are engaged in battle.
They cannot hide from our detectors.
We have not enough Vespine.
I shall
Did I
oversee
already
this
get that?
battle
Okay.
from above.
Alright, so I've pretty much hit all the upgrades I want. I'm going to build my 5th Stargate now.
My bots are under attack! My bots
And as long
are
as I
under
don't need
attack!
any sort of
Bots are
detection,
heading home.
then I'm going to start
Their sheep in need of a shepherd,
having the
commanders.
ground
We'll have
Phoenix out.
wolves on the prowl.
Engaged
Because
enemy.
the Praetor suit actually has
Blade of our hand.
an ability that makes it so he can gain shields back. Not shields back, he has a quick shield. So he can basically last along with all the different suits if you just leave him out forever.
More Vespine is
If you're unaware of this, the kind of the small little thing that is Phoenix is the fact that all of his suits are super powerful, but they don't get any energy regeneration or health regeneration while they're out on the
Good news,
field.
commanders. My bots have brought me terrazine.
So you need to constantly be weighing how long you want to keep any specific suit out, because the Solar Ray Dragoon is really powerful, but it's not that great by itself, right? You really want to make sure that you have you swapping between all the different suits to best utilize everything that he has. Like I said, I'm keeping the Praetor suit out at the moment, just because I need something that stops the enemy forces from just rolling through and killing
More
the
Vespine is required.
harvesting bots.
Seems like we could use a defensive.
But having a partner that has heals is
We
really
have
nice.
not enough Vespine. We
Try an
require more
all-hero
Vespine.
composition? Okay. That's only going to be at most 8 units, so I'm definitely going to want to build other things besides just heroes. But yeah, I can give it a shot.
The T is for terrazine. Ooh, my terrazine tanks are about halfway full. Belshear's being really generous today. I should really send her a thank you card.
Must be placed within the power field. We cannot warp there. We cannot warp there.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
Oh no,
That there are
Phoenix,
more
don't
geysers
die.
on the way? Out of my head!
I said Phoenix, don't die. What did I just say?
The firstborn have engaged the enemy.
Time to play defense.
The firstborn have engaged the enemy. The firstborn have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him back. I just wanted the detection. But you're standing with me, so I guess it's not too bad. But you wanted me to get every single one of the heroes. I get you.
Oh, they're kind of impatient, so I'm letting them out now.
I'm a dragoon once more.
The enemy clearly intends to attack my bots. Don't let them do that.
The firstborn have engaged the enemy. We have not enough Vespine. More Vespine is required. We require more Vespine gas.
Almost ready to go. Again, I'm just trying to kill all this extra resources.
Our allies are engaged in battle. We cannot warp there.
Seems like we could use a defensive drone.
So what the hell else am I going to do with it? I don't want to be left with 5,000 minerals at the end of this again.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Activating defensive drone.
Oh, get out of it, Phoenix. Oh, you're gonna die.
Dragoon destroyed.
Get out of there, Phoenix. You're gonna die.
We require more Vespine gas. Our allies are
Okay,
engaged.
the bots should be on their way back. I need that Terrazine commanders for my experiments.
Alright, so there's pretty much the last of my upgrades I need to get.
Yeesh, they're really doubling down on this living Terrazine extraction plan. Maybe we should put a stop to it? Once the Belshear glider's Terrazine is gone, it'll be dead. So try to free it sooner than later. If you have a heart, that is.
Enemies on the offensive. Prepare to defend.
The
Enemies
firstborn
are
have
offensive.
engaged the enemy. Our allies are
Stupid
engaged
Phoenix.
under siege.
That's a good little bot. Welcome home.
Ooh, that's good.
I missed you so
Go back.
much.
The firstborn have engaged the enemy.
You know, I never noticed those things floating around here before. I wonder where they came from.
The skies are mine.
We require more
All right.
Vespine gas.
Like I said, the most boring A-move army, but it's powerful, right? I mean,
The firstborn have engaged the enemy.
The bots are back in town. The bots are back in town. I've got almost all the Terrazine
I really don't need anything
Keep it up,
else.
commanders.
Tell you, I just like having the Arbiter suit just for the simple fact that it gives you detection.
These should be the last of the geysers. Things are just getting interesting.
Oh yeah, it'd be cool to try out the new Adept of Dangers too.
Has finished. The first allies are engaged
Time to
in
play
battle.
defense.
We cannot warp there. We cannot warp there. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Insufficient minerals. The firstborn have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Our allies are engaged in
I
battle.
don't really, again, I don't really know what else to do, especially if I'm going for this carrier build. Like, oh shoot, oh.
Bots are on their way, commanders. Please keep the little guys out of trouble.
They're trying so hard to re-expand over there.
Allies are engaged in battle.
Gotta give them a valiant effort.
Look out, commanders. I am detecting enemy movement toward the bots.
Alright. Anything else I want? Not really sure about that, to be honest.
Our allies are engaged in
Defensive
battle.
drone initiated.
I think it's just cool, the simple fact that you can finally actually mass carriers effectively well and quick. Kirax is okay. He's got some okay carriers, nothing super special. The repair beam is really nice to have, but it's not the end-all be-all of the units, you know what I mean? It doesn't just make them instantly super powerful no matter what you do or anything like that, right?
Time to play defense.
That is not possible. We are at maximum supply.
Terrazine tank is full. My bots are making the return trip now. Don't let them get away from you.
Look, I'm actually spending all my money.
Our base is under siege.
I'm not just sitting here with 1,000 minerals.
I lead from the front.
Get out of there, Phoenix. It's not worth it, Phoenix.
We cannot warp there.
So yeah, usually every single commander has some sort of mineral dump or a need for a mineral
Base
dump.
is under siege.
The arbiters rise
Not enough energy.
again. Initiating mass.
Really? Not once?
There are not enough minerals.
Well, I mean, I think you're always supposed to hear... Well, that's weird. I think maybe they're trying to, right now, if someone has a Phoenix in their party, I think they're doing everything they can to make it so you only hear Phoenix. So maybe to sell more voice packs, right?
Intaro Adun.
Maybe that's why you're only hearing. Right?
I hunger for battle.
Alright, so that should be, what, 9 to 10?
I can finally finish this research and get off this godforsaken rock.
And, by the way, I just realized that you're the same person who donated before. Kick, I, or whatever, I believe you called yourself Marcus as well. Thanks so much for that $10 donation, by the way. I really appreciate it. I just put 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, wait a minute, I have to say thank you to that gentleman. Stat screen, yay! So we just got 9. So let's go ahead and try some. Let's try to see if we can do any disruptors. And disruptors do have. Let's see. Disruptors do have an attack, so you can A-move them, and you still will do decent amount. They won't just like throw themselves at the enemy units. They added all that to every. They added an attack to every single unit, so you don't just worry about A-moving, except for Raven.
More minerals required.
Are Ravens the only one that don't have an attack?
There are not enough minerals.
Right? Ravens are the only one that don't have an attack. Well, I guess you could say medics, but very rarely is a medic not going to be healing.
Who foolishly remain loyal to Amon. The dark
If it's surrounded by
champion's strength. Send both of your armies
do
to my
Stukov's
side to
queens
bolster
attack?
mine. I will emerge victorious.
Why do I feel like they don't? So there might be those two units, and then don't count overlords because they're not an attacking. They're not a unit that does damage. So it might be queens and ravens. Science vessels, no, that's another one. I mean, they have something that would stop them from just rolling through, right? But they don't have an attack. But no, ravens don't have an attack. God, I'm so bad, I apologize. But yeah, no, ravens don't have an attack. I mean, they have an anti-air attack. They have something to attack the air. Well, I don't... Okay, that's true. You guys are bringing things up. But... Okay, sure, that you could do something like that, but that's not co-op. Oh god, let me do this. No, I already built it. I'm already pulling from those. Oh my god, don't make another one of those. How much minerals can I waste in 2 seconds? Okay, so I was gonna go for disruptors. Okay, what the hell? Oh god. Let's try disruptors. I'm gonna have to get some sort of adept or something. So I am gonna get the warp gate. Yeah, I'll get one of those.
It seems Amon's lackeys are moving toward their champion. Intercept them.
Enemy attack imminent. Prepare defenses.
Down over there.
My Praetor armor is ready for use.
Oh, sweet!
Upgrade complete.
Ah, Count Dollars, among the bravest zealots I have ever known. Hostile Zerg encountered. Enemy will feel my blade.
You have allowed Amon's champion to gain considerable ground. Correct this error.
Allies are engaged in battle.
Only one army? That is not enough. Both of your armies must stand near me to offer their support. Send your armies to me immediately. All is nearly lost.
So we cannot lose this. I will not let us lose this.
I am the blade of Artanis. As you will. Come, brothers, join me in glorious battle.
Placed within the power field. Insufficient energy.
Glory to the Daylong.
We cannot warp there.
God damn it.
Solarite Dragoon operational.
Just want to send you guys over here a while now.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Hierarch. Your will may manifest. What would you ask of me? These are my tools.
Oh, wait, you don't... Really? You don't need a robotic support facility to make disruptors?
Hostile organisms approaching.
That seems weird,
Must
right?
secure perimeter.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
I hunger for battle. As you will.
Combat. Enemy forces are supporting their champion
Alright, so...
psionically.
Man, you can
They
make a
must be
shitload of
destroyed.
those.
Sensing cloaked units. Detection advised.
We have not. Our allies are engaged in battle. Upgrade complete.
I don't want that. I want this. I mean, that looked like a shitload of biomass. So you are noticing a really cool difference. That's cool. Like, when I first heard about it, I wasn't very impressed.
Not enough energy.
Deploying onto the front line. Your will made manifest. I live on.
Hybrids. I cannot stand against them for long. Kill them before I am overwhelmed.
Our upgrade has finished.
Praetor Palace, you have command of the
Upgrade
Adept.
is complete. Our allies are engaged in battle. We require more Vespine gas.
Amon's champion is moments away from victory. If I am thrown into that
swear to
pit,
God.
I am taking you with me. I sense several elementals nearby. Their psionic
I like how
blade
Janaris
is
just
distracting
all
me.
talk.
Silence
She's got
them
nothing to
if
back
you
up
have the
anything she
forces
ever
to
says.
spare.
I love it. Like, you're dead. How are you gonna try to take me with you? You're dead. What you gonna do? Serial. What you gonna do? Okay, so I need to go take care of Mr. Bonus.
We require additional pylons.
Glory to the day.
We must construct additional pylons. Our supply is constrained.
You say that, but I think we're gonna be okay. I think it'd be really cool if the Toxic Nest could actually hit the air units,
Vespine is
but I
required.
think that might be a little too overpowered.
Shall be. The Templar march. Faith. Such troublesome creatures. Slay the last one when you have the chance.
That's cool.
Consciousness awakened.
The firstborn shall persevere.
No, there's nothing I can get there. Get this. Okay.
I live on.
I require supplicants if I am to quell this uprising. Do not delay in sending me your
Oh,
armies.
I wanted to make sure they're permanently cloaked.
We have
God,
not
I
enough
can't
Vespine.
imagine actually trying to make a lot of disruptors. It takes so much gas.
Our upgrade has finished.
What would you ask? The enemy approaches. Prepare for battle. Intaro Adu. Honor guide. This warrior awakens.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Hierarchy.
Upgrade complete. Our upgrade has finished.
Glory to the Daylon.
Join me in glorious battle. My Praetor armor is critically damaged.
So commanders don't have their own colors. You can pick your own colors if you want.
Our allies are engaged.
Yeah, no commanders have a specific color. I mean, Phoenix is supposed to be a little bit more yellow tinted, but that's not necessarily how he has to look, right?
The firstborn.
Our upgrade has finished.
Ooh, permanently cloaked.
Placed within the power field.
This warrior awaken.
Amon's hybrids are greatly enhancing his champion's strength. They must be eliminated immediately. I have met the enemy.
Alright, I gotta say, disruptors aren't too bad.
More Vespene is required.
Problem is
We
like,
must construct
if
additional.
you want to make disruptors, you're pretty much not making too many other things with gas requirements. Like, you're not making anything at all really with
Is
gas
there no
requirements.
end to this elemental vermin?
Like, I want to
Crush
get
this one if you can
upgrades,
spare
and
the
I'm still
warriors
finding
to do
myself
so.
with very little resources to do so.
We cannot work there.
Again, I'm gonna make cannons, because what the hell else am I gonna do with all this minerals?
We require more Vespene gas.
Glory to the Daylon.
Consciousness awakened.
I am the blade of Arcanus. Speak and
All of the elementals have been eradicated. Now return your full attention to Rakshir. Glory to the Daylon.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
We have not enough Vespene. Insufficient minerals.
Glorious combat is upon us.
this warrior awakens.
No, I think that's actually pretty cool.
Forces approaching. Defense
Hey, get back here.
required.
I didn't want you running away from me. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Disruptors are pretty cool. Only against ground comps. I mean, don't make them against air comps, because, you know...
Glory to the Daylon.
Yeah, right? I don't need no freaking detection. I have disruptors that can just kill things.
For I
Upgrade complete.
You must send your armies to support me so I can decimate this rebellion. The enemy is sending forces to support their champion. Match their strengths.
Allies are engaged in battle.
I'm gonna pull back for a second.
the Cybros Arbiter will be reforged.
Glory to the Daylon.
Our upgrade is finished. We require additional pylons.
That's so great. Oh, come back.
Our supply is constrained. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Firstborn shall persevere.
Alright, let's push forward, and we'll get the hell out of here.
Your demands.
I love that I'm basically not letting his queens through.
We require additional pylons. We require more Vespene gas.
Obedience.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could play the mutation. Well,
Ancient glory reborn.
I'm pretty sure I could do it. I don't know how easy it would be.
These upgrades possess immense psionic power.
Yeah,
Destroy
I'm
them.
still gonna wait till
Power
15
will
to do
belong
it,
to their
but I'm pretty sure I
champion.
could do it a little sooner if I wanted to. Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that. Nothing's okay. I'll make one more disruptor and then I'll fill it up with
More
these
than we
guys.
must construct additional pylons.
Glory to the
This warrior awakens.
Alright, so I have 10 disruptors. Let's see what I can do with these little disruptor balls.
Eternal service.
I shall oversee this battle for the bride. Glorious battle.
We cannot warp there.
These rebels have an entrenched position up ahead. You must destroy their encampment if I am to end this farce. The hour is nearly at hand. Keep your armies close to me, so that I might strike the killing blow. Massive psionic power flows into Amon's champion from the hybrids. Slay them quickly!
Both like stuck trying to get out. Oh, that's hilarious.
Upgrade complete. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Alright, don't get me wrong, disruptors do actually do a lot of work. And then with the right units in front of them, you never really have a chance of losing them.
Ancient glory.
Intaro Adu.
Alright, that was pretty good.
And so ends our shield. Display. When the day comes, I hope Alarak proves to be a more fitting challenge.
We can wait, Jess. We can wait. Alright, level 10. Okay. So, stat screen. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm pretty excited. So anyways, let's go over what I got. I should have gotten the Disruptor Permanent Cloak, then the Purification Nova, and then I also got the Protective Field for the Conservators. And then we also have the Operational Efficiency. That's really exciting. I'm kind of excited to do that. I'm going to start looking into whether or not it's better to do cannons first, or to continue to do one single Zealot or Legionnaire to go ahead and get your upgrades. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to break them up into different videos. This was, I believe, 8 to 10. I'm Hunter85. Thanks so much for watching.